It's week 3 of the National Football League. And coming up next is the Commanders' creative quarterback. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Commanders and the Jags on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains have...
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 18 carries, 72 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, this defense for the Commanders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You talk about this Washington defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on, top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league. 1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
And he's off to a tremendous start here through 2 weeks of the season. Already 9 touchdown passes. Everyone wants to come out and generate a little momentum. He's done that and more, no question about it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Lawrence on first down. His throw incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Byron Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Goes right back to McBride. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop. 2nd down and 6 now. He'll drop to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And it's That's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They go play action now. Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. On the counter, ETN. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup, but even after that, they're left with a 3rd and very long. Now Lawrence. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 8. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You talk about this Washington defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 17-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They'll set up a throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here is Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They work now on 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Travis Etienne of the Jags offense set to take over again here. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Yes, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw them break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fighting through. Whoa! It still won't go down. Touchdown, Washington. He goes 67 yards on the punt return. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jags. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with first and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Robinson. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Straight ahead, Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That one behind his man, incomplete.
That's looking like another 3-and-out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Washington offense going back to work. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 55 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Robinson on a give right side. And he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McBride. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw again. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. He's going to sling this deep downfield. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Here's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where you see the final score there. Cam Akers, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Jared Goff leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Dropped at the 35, able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. And he is caught. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
2nd down and 4.
Back to throw.
Able to get this one to McBride. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great play there. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 24.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Lawrence will throw.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Lawrence. They will find Davis. That's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Now here we go on the next drive for Washington. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. He's got this downfield to McBride. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff now to Robinson. Takes it to about the 37.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And the play goes for 19 yards. The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Back to the ground with Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. A give left side to Robinson. Shoves him away. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 99 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 yards to go, second down. Robinson with another carry. Evades him at the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Trey McBride from 8 yards out. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
3 weeks, 3 touchdowns. It's obvious they've looked his way early and often in the red zone this year. And that's usually a pretty good place to find a tight end in the NFL.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On the give, here's Robinson. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 33, here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Goes right back to McBride. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Robinson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Robinson again. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point try now from Dicker. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. The Jaguars back with it on offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On first down, Lawrence. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On third down, Lawrence. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. On second down, another shot for Robinson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
147 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run here with Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Here is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Byron Young in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, look at the juke. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Washington offense heading out. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now 2nd and 9. They'll run this one right with Robinson. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with it.
Lawrence hit him, the ball is free. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Washington, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young.